Hello, everyone. Week 11 of fantasy football. Things are getting even tighter. We actually
That's what she said.
Whoa. That's not this kind of show.
Oh, sorry. Can we bleep that out? No.
We got the lead leaguer in here as well. So stay tuned. Stay there. Don't leave.
Yeah. Gosh.
Welcome to the show, live from Mesa, Arizona, with your host, Garrison Stevens. Ryan Dieter. Hold on. There he is. Produced by Keaton Mangiolo.
Yeah. Just two Beardos.
All right, welcome back. As I mentioned before, we have a special guest, and I'm gonna, throw a teaser out there. It's not really a teaser anymore, but we have the league leader,
The league leaguer.
Desmond Stevens in the house. Just official as of what, like 20 minutes ago?
Yeah.
We just got done watching the Monday
Screw
night game.
you, Des.
Screw you.
I love you too, Keaton.
Well,
also-
we'll get into that a little bit later.
Yeah, and Matt gave Garrison a run for his money, and if you think this show's entertaining, which you probably don't, let me tell you, watching Gare when it comes down to crunch time of his game is probably 3 times entertaining than this show.
Yeah,
Very
we need to start
stressful.
filming that.
Yeah,
Very
we do.
stressful.
I just want a personal heart monitor on Gare when he is it's like 10 points when it's really close.
Gosh, that
Because
was
it probably
way too
gets up,
close, man.
probably gets up into the 160s.
Yeah, it's-
Like he's
heart's still
exercising.
racing.
Did Matt ever text you, or?
Nope, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, especially when he got within 10 points.
Exactly.
He might be asleep, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Well,
sure.
what? It's like 1 in the morning in New York,
Yeah.
something like that.
So he's
No.
probably still
I
up.
think
I'll
it's
call him.
about to be...
It's 11:47
yeah,
right now.
It's 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2. Oh, I always get confused.
So let's get into the transactions before this week started. First and foremost, Garrison, because he pulled off a trade, which we'll talk about here in a moment. But you changed your name, right?
Yep. Changed my name.
Go ahead, tell us.
It's called Derelict My Balls.
You know, a little
From
Zoolander
little
reference.
Zoolander reference.
I bring this up because you told us, you promised everyone watching the show you would not change your name once you won.
Yeah.
Did
Well,
you curse yourself, maybe?
No, because I won again.
No, I think you did, though.
So the reason I changed my name is I don't have Devontae Adams anymore, guys. So I had to change my name.
Yeah, that's fair enough, actually.
So.
Did you, though?
Did
you
I
really
have him?
Did you really need to change
Did
it?
you really have him, though?
Did you really
Or
need to
did
change it, though?
Yes, I did.
No one else on your team was named Adams?
No,
No, bummer.
I know.
Should I change mine back now that I've got Devontae Adams?
You know what?
Good.
You do whatever you want.
Or should I keep it as, oh, hi, Mark.
You keep it at whatever you want. That's your team, man.
There we go.
Watch out, here it come.
And then you also, this was the big move of the week. Taysom Hill got picked up by Garrison, so he was actually played as a quarterback this week in real life. In fantasy, he was still classified a tight end. So major points for a tight end. I woke up and he was already off the board with the news coming out, so I didn't even have a chance to pick up Taysom Hill. So Garrison was quick on the fly. Obviously, he gets every single update of fantasy that you would want.
Yep.
And then some.
Wakes up at
But-
3 in the morning.
But the crazy thing is Taysom Hill's going back to just being a quarterback now.
Yeah,
So,
good news for the rest of the league. Garrison
bummer.
won't be able to bank on those tight end points anymore,
What a bummer.
which actually got him the win this week.
Yep.
Because if it wasn't for that, Matt would have won.
Yeah, Matt would have beat me. So that was huge.
That was a huge pickup
If
for
I would
you.
have played Chris Godwin over Crowder. Jeez.
And you also were involved in 3 trades. Let's talk about the one between you and Dez first.
Okay.
So Garrison sends Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Devontae Adams back to Dez.
Yep.
Just Devontae. I didn't have CEH before.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Devontae.
Yep.
And then Dez sent Josh Jacobs and DeAndre Swift back to Garrison. So break it down for us how this happened. Why did it happen?
So I was hurting on running backs, and thank goodness I made the trade. Josh Jacobs did pretty good. Ended up getting Derrick Henry in the other trade that we're going to talk about. DeAndre Swift sits in he had got into concussion protocol. He ends up sitting, but man, he's going to be a stud the rest of the year, I believe. But yeah, Dez has Devontae Adams, and then right when I trade CEH, he goes off, which was bull crap, because he had like 5 points, 6 points, 12 points, and then all of a sudden blows up. I'm like, you know what?
Were you
That's
trying to
what
screw
happens.
Dez then?
Yeah,
Garrett?
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I wasn't, because I want. So the reason I got rid of CEH, I was like, I really don't want to deal with this backfield anymore, because Le'Veon Bell came in, and Dez is like, look, I really want him, and I was like, okay, you take him. But I'm not trying to screw Dez, because he ended up getting Devontae Adams, so it was a good deal no matter what for him.
But that's
little-
So
that's
little too good.
a little too good.
But that's the funny thing, though, is I gave you Devontae Adams for what, like 4 weeks, and then we trade right back.
Yep.
It's like I wanted him.
Smells
Again,
a little,
this is-
smells a
yeah.
little fishy.
But the
Thank you,
no,
Keith,
the
for
crazy
bringing
He's
that up.
on
thing.
loan.
The crazy thing is that if I didn't have Keenan Allen, I wouldn't trade Devontae Adams. Like, Keenan Allen has been a stud.
Again.
You're
You're
like-
welcome, Garrett.
I
Thanks for
think-
screwing me
Oh
once
my
again.
gosh!
I think Keem for
Garrison,
bringing that
just
up.
one more thing. Screw you. It's like, geez, there's no way I could have even thought that was ever gonna happen.
I think you went and you did something to his shoes
Shit.
and made him hurt his knee.
I think you met up with Doc and Marty and did a
Went
little
back in
something.
time.
Rick and Morty, really.
Is this like
Yeah.
the reverse like Mike, where like it's bad juju
yeah,
shoes?
Yeah, I gave Chris Carson the bad shoes, and yep, he got injured.
Garrett knew what he was doing. That's
Yeah.
all I can say.
So if you've been following the podcast, we've been saying that both of you have been involved in insider trading with each other.
Training, yes,
Training and trading.
Training and
Definitely,
trading.
we could definitely say there's no training going on, but
there's-
trading.
I don't know
There's
about that.
There's no evidence of collusion. None.
There
Yet.
was
None at all.
There was 20,000 ballots found. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, we've already proved this. No Russian interference.
I
No-
did veto
no.
your trade, by the way.
Yeah,
You know what?
we already
But
know that.
You do that with all the trades.
No,
you do that with all the good trades.
I think that was the first one this year, and then there was a second one later that I vetoed for Gare as well this week.
Okay.
But before
go to the
gotta
second
hate.
one.
You just gotta hate on number one.
go
That's how you are.
go to the second trade.
You gotta hate on me, man.
not on you.
On
Well,
Garrett.
I think you got the better deal for sure in this last one. This next one I'm talking about, Garrison, I think definitely got the better deal. It involves Garrison and Matt. Garrison sends Jonathan Taylor, Kareem Hunt, both of those dudes, for
Yeah,
Derrick
yeah.
Henry.
Kareem Hunt's a top 10 player. I guess top 10 players suck.
So this is the other thing about it. The reason why he's a top 10 player, how long has Chubb been out?
Doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. That makes
How?
a huge difference. Who's getting all the carries when Chubb's gone?
Did you not? Okay, I'm not getting into
How
this
long
right
has
now.
Chubb been out though?
But
I don't know. It's been a long time. That's for sure.
anyways, what was this third trade?
No, we're sticking with this.
oh no!
You guys,
We're not even close to being done with this one.
I want to emphasize Derrick
Oh my
Henry,
gosh.
who gets the vast majority of carries, touches.
The bigger question is why would Matt trade?
yes.
So here's
that
the
is what
thing.
I'm
Do you want some insider on this?
Sure.
I go to Matt. I said, Matt, I need a running back. I want Chubb. And he goes, I don't want to give up Chubb. He's like, I'll give up Henry. I won't give up Chubb.
Matt loves his Chubb.
And I go, okay, I'll
Chubbs.
take Henry. I was like, who do you want? And I was like, I'll give you Kareem Hunt. And who do you want? He's like, oh, I like Taylor. I was like, okay, let's do it. And we ended up doing the trade, but I'm like, I didn't go to Matt going, if you don't give me Henry,
No, that's
I'm
all.
gonna.
That's all good and fine. I just don't get. Is Matt loopy? You
I
getting
don't know.
sick over there?
I
doing the
wanted
COVID?
Chubb first. I wanted a Chubb.
Garrett, I'll give you a Chubb.
I wanted Chubb, and he's like, no, I'll give you Henry. How is this my fault? Like,
I will tell you,
Matt
though,
gave him up. Like,
med
I
school-
wanted Chubb from him. I don't know.
med school does make you pretty crazy.
Yes.
I would know.
I'm not
because
really blaming Gare.
I'm in nursing school, so
I still vetoed it.
You don't
though.
exactly have your wits about you when you make trades sometimes.
Trust me,
Yeah.
Des. We know you don't got your wits about.
Yeah,
you.
You know, I don't always. You're right. Okay.
Garrison, what time of night was this trade approved?
I think it was 4 a.m.
His time or our time?
No, our time 4 a.m, but his time it was like what?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Matt's
in the
just
morning.
waking
What the
up.
heck are you doing, Garrett?
Yeah.
What did
Oh,
that-
you sent
no,
it.
No,
and
no,
then
no.
he-
I sent it. He accepted it.
I was like, gee, Matt,
Matt, please.
4 in the morning.
Yeah. Matt, you need to get drug tested, by the way.
You want to know what's crazy? He gets rid of Derrick Henry, and he still almost beats me.
Yeah. He would have beat you if it wasn't for Taysom Hill. We talked about that.
Nice.
Anyway, so third trade, guess who it involves again?
Who?
You.
Oh.
Garrison. And actually Keto in there. We talked about it last week. Why
are you bringing it up again, then?
Because it wasn't official yet.
Oh. Is
So
it the Will
is-
Fuller trade?
Yeah, it's official
okay.
now. Will Fuller from Garrison went over to Keat. Keat sent back David Montgomery. Not as big as the other 2 trades, but it happened.
That was what do you think about that, Keith? Did you like that one?
I mean, he didn't do terrible this week. So
He did 14. That was pretty
My-
good. My guy got 0.
he was
he
one
didn't
of my
even
top
play.
scorers this week.
Yeah.
14. Woo!
But yeah, I mean, he's a good player. I like
If he, gets
Fuller,
if
but
he gets injured next week, I know what's going on here.
my God. I'm actually flying out to Houston next week to give him some cleats.
You see, Gare went into the future,
Yeah, exactly.
and he got
You
the
have
sports
Yeah, you have the
almanac.
sports almanac.
Yeah.
yeah. If
Make
I had
like
the
a tree.
and get out of here. If I had the sports almanac, I would not be 5 and 6 right now. Let's just put it that way.
But here's the real question, Gare.
What?
Do you have any of your original drafted players on your team right now
Let me see.
Probably
in
not.
your starting lineup?
Ooh, speaking of this, not to get everyone all hot and bothered and riled up.
Why not?
I
I
like,
don't
to
wanna
be,
hot and
I like to be
bothered.
hot and
Talking to
bothered.
you, Gare.
Oh, great.
Ryan and I were discussing this, and I think this is a pretty
Oh.
good thing for
Yeah,
next
I think this
season.
is kinda
He
good.
knows where this is
I
going.
know exactly where this is going.
Where's it going? No,
Not as
No.
not as much trades.
5 trades a year,
I know
every
why.
team. Cause
Garrison
I don't get
said
that.
that if we make that rule, he will not be in our league.
I
that
just
sounds like a sore loser
no.
to me.
I don't get it. Why can't you trade all you want? I don't get that. Why is that a problem trading?
Because it's just
Because
too
it's
much.
unfair.
No, I agree with that. I mean,
Well, okay,
I don't
here's
see what's wrong
here's
with
the
that.
problem. You want to know why? Because you prey on people that don't think about it or care. Because you don't get these kind of trades from me, Ryan, Nick, and that's pretty much it. You and Dez trade a lot.
But Nick never trades.
You know,
ever.
I actually
Nick
don't
will
trade a
never
lot.
trade you, ever. Nick, I don't think Nick has made one trade in all the years we've been doing
But
this.
Keaton's right, though. The most trades you have is Marcus and Matt.
That is actually.
What is
And
that
Dez
mean?
is third.
Well, here's the thing. I think I've made.
But you act like I'm screwing over all these people. Marcus is number
Garrett,
1.
It's not that you're
Dez
screwing
is number
people.
1.
It's not that you're
Like,
screwing people, but people like them, they're not paying attention as much or they don't care as much, and you get good deals for yourself way more than with other people.
But how is that my fault if I'm paying more attention than they are?
That's the point, though. We're trying to save the team from getting one person that's trading everyone and getting all these good players.
I know, but it's not like I'm undefeated. I
You
suck.
started off
thought you
0
were.
and 4. Now you're 5 and 2 since then.
Am I?
Yeah.
I started 0 and okay, yeah. Okay.
Anyway, this
But-
is for next
but-
year. Just food for thought. Lose some sleep on it for the next 6 months.
I
about
will.
it.
I don't know.
That's the thing, though. Is believe it or not, I think I've only made 5, 6 trades in the 4 years we've been playing in this
And
league.
they're all
here-
with Garrison.
Here's
No,
the
that's
thing.
not true.
Most of them.
Here's the thing.
Dez,
last year,
I tried to trade with Dez, and Dez came to me. He was like, "Hey, I'd like to give you this guy for this guy." I was like, "Okay, I'll do it." Actually, never mind. And then you traded with Gare. I was like, "What the frick?"
so the crazy thing is, last year I traded twice.
And
Because-
you won.
And you won.
Yeah.
So why is it stupid to do 5 a year?
So you guys actually want.
So it's
inhibit
stupid
him
because
from
if everyone
trading
wants
so
to
he can win
trade, what if
You got to be smart with your trades. You get 5.
no, I know. I just don't like it.
You don't like it because you like to go boom, 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 boom with Marcus and
No,
Matt.
here's the thing. But what if you don't like the guys on the waiver wire and two guys have and a guy has 2 quarterbacks that you like and he's like, "Oh, I'll trade you one of these." "Oh, I can't. I used up my 5 trades."
That's the game.
That sucks. That's
the
stupid. I
game.
think that's really stupid. That's
I mean,
just
but you think about it in the NFL, there's not a trade cap.
well, honestly, with Gare, we could do 10.
There is a
and
trade
he'd still
deadline,
hit
though.
it.
That's
There's a
way
deadline.
earlier.
if you want to
There's a
do 10,
deadline,
I'm
but
fine
not a
with that
cap.
because there's I mean, but I just think doing a cap on trades is kind of dumb.
Gare
Just
will
to-
hit 10 in the first half.
I just
Garrison hits 10 before her first game is played.
I'm just saying.
Gare, don't get too worked up. I knew
Yeah,
you were
this
going
is
to get
for
hot and
next
bothered.
year. Yeah. Let's cool him down a little
we'll
bit.
talk about it. We'll meet. Secret meeting.
Let's get into the results then. Let's begin with Marcus, and then we're Marcus and Nick. So Nick had a good lead for most of the day. Marcus made up for it, especially for Monday night. He was trailing into the Monday night game, but he had Tom Brady and Robert Woods going.
Yeah.
They easily helped Marcus pass Nick for this evening. So Marcus wins 160.94 to Nick, who had 122.36. Tom Brady had a decent night, not amazing. Kamara gets 20 plus.
Woods goes for 30.
Oh, wait. I'm
Jeez.
looking at the wrong stuff here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking at projected again.
I was like, Kamara went for 10 points. Right?
yeah, 10 points.
Kamara absolutely tears it up with 40.
So Thielen and Woods, yeah, they went for 30 plus. Tyreek Hill, 27. His receivers carried the load.
You
that's
want to
for
know
sure.
what's hilarious, though? He shoots us a text in like the first half of the Atlanta-New Orleans game. Look at Koo, guys. He's got 13 points already. He ends with 13. I'm like, I just thought that was really funny.
Marcus cracks me
Marcus,
up.
but hey, look, I'm gonna give it up to Marcus. Marcus, the past couple of years hasn't really been that good. He's doing really good this year. He just took number 1 in the division. He's gonna get a first round bye
If it ended today.
if it ended today.
If he
Yeah,
keeps
correct.
it.
But yeah, he's doing a great job, man. He's had a lot of good pickups this year. He's doing a really good job. You know, I'm impressed with Marcus this year.
DJ Moore the last couple of weeks, ever since Garrison traded him, has gotten, I think, 20 plus the last couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
what's up with DJ, huh?
Yeah, I guess they're getting away from Robbie
Yeah,
Anderson.
right when they get away from me, they blow up.
Curtis Samuel.
And then
Oh,
Nick, again, Kyler gets right around 25. Dalvin Cook, 25. Lockett, 21. The guys that we said that he banks on did pretty well, but unlike last week, other than Drake, I mean, Hollywood Brown goes for 0.
Yeah.
Gronk gets 4.5. J.D. McKissick, which I was shocked he was getting this many points in the first place. Now he's
Yeah.
like back to reality, it seems like.
Back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh,
Is there any snare? Any snare?
Where's my
I
snare?
need snare in my headphones.
So yeah, Nick, after his 3-game win streak, lost this week. So now he's in a position. We're gonna talk about this a little bit later, but he's in a position where he has to win out to give himself a shot.
One more loss and it's over. But that's the thing. He needs a lot of help. Even if he does win out, he needs a lot of help.
Yep. Yeah.
So
Let's jump into the grease ball in the studio.
The
and
grease
then also
balls.
Does,
Was there an award in that last game?
No,
No.
there was not. No award.
Wow.
Yeah.
oh wow.
So Keaton just gets smacked.
Smacked in the mouth.
Smacked on the
I'm
mouth.
about to get smacked in the mouth.
By Dez. So let's start with Dez. Aaron Rodgers, 27 points. Zeke, almost 20. CEH, 20. Mark Andrews, 20. Curtis Samuel, 21. Like, just across the board, Dez just had everyone
geez.
perform, other than the Ravens defense.
And that's Zeke has been really underperforming the
Oh
past
my
2 or
gosh,
3
Zeke
weeks.
has been so bad these
Well-
past couple weeks, and he actually did really good.
He came
yeah.
back and he did what he normally does,
Well,
which I was extremely happy about.
me and Garrison talked about once Prescott went down, they were just going to start stacking the box.
That's what
pretty
you'd
much-
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's what they've been doing. Yeah,
Other
that's
than
what
the
you
last
think
two.
they
That is
do.
exactly what you
that's
think
exactly
they
what
would do.
That's exactly what they've been doing.
So I think Zeke might be a little bit hurt this week because that Washington front's actually pretty good. So we'll see Thursday.
Thanksgiving, baby.
So yeah, Dez
fingers crossed.
had a very, very easy week. Cruz didn't really have to worry about anything for Keaton to come up and catch up to him. Keat goes with Mahomes instead of Wilson this week.
Ends up working out for him.
Yeah, really
a
worked
point.
out.
Really worked out for him.
88 points.
But no, the crazy thing that I when I was looking over at Keaton's stats is Hayden Hurst goes for 0.
Yeah, he's really not done too much for me this year at all.
I don't know what's going on there, but that was kind of crazy.
My whole team's just kind of embarrassing this week, except Mahomes. But, for me, I need at least 50, so it's still kind of embarrassing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
true.
the crazy thing, Keaton still has a lot of good guys. He had Corey Davis go off on his bench.
Well, the last 2 weeks
Cooper
I've had
had
a
a
bunch of
good
people
one.
on buys.
Yeah.
And then a few injuries, so hopefully next
Yeah.
week I get
well,
some
I
help.
heard, I read Chris Carson's probably going to be back next week, so you don't have to worry about that.
How do you
can have-
know, Garrett? What'd you do?
Well,
what even
I
do
don't.
it?
I don't know if he's gonna get injured.
It would be a shame if
It would be
Chris
a shame
Carson
if
got
someone-
injured.
If he just broke his leg.
If someone snapped his leg like a twig.
Like Joe Burrow.
Oh, jeez, that was sad.
Sorry, Matt.
Sorry, man.
But he's got 3 quarterbacks on his.
Yeah, jeez.
Anyway, we'll probably get to that later. So yeah, Dez won 153.84 to Keaton's 88.32.
Sorry, Keith.
And
Sorry to beat up on
that-
you that much.
Good game, Dez.
Gives Dez an
Good
award.
I
game.
appreciate that.
Dez gets an
Key,
award.
key up the
Oh.
award. Ready?
Let me guess. It's
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, let me tell you something. It sucks being on the other end of that. I've been on it a couple times.
I kind of like it.
I really love it.
It's pretty cool.
All right, so are we going to my game or your game, Ryan?
I already have my game pulled up, so
Okay, we'll go right into your game. I already have my game. I've had it pulled up this whole time.
Ridley Me This Batman 140.14 to Luke 122.82. Luke, who was leading the whole entire league, went down this week. This is back-to-back losses for Luke.
Yep.
I was coming off of a 4-game losing streak, so this was highly needed win for me. Lamar Jackson still sucks.
Putting it lightly.
Putting it lightly.
Who do you want for Lamar?
Who do you have?
Garrett, we're only 10 trades.
Do
Oh,
you
yeah,
want,
Derrick Henry?
do you
Oh,
want
dang
Aaron
it.
Rodgers?
Dang it.
Dang it.
You're going to give me Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Oh.
Never. No.
Yeah.
I was about to say, what are you doing?
No, not
No,
gonna
this
happen.
is what Garrison will do. Oh, you want to talk about Devontae Adams later? Get off the show, half hour later, already made the trade with you. Didn't even get to talk to Garrett.
Even if Ryan talked to me, there's no way he would give me the player that I wanted.
Who'd you
Let's
want?
just
Who did you want?
Yeah,
I
who'd you
wanted.
want?
I wanted. I needed a running back, and there's no way Ryan would have gave me any of his running backs. Oh, you
Gurley?
want Gibson? Okay, I
Todd
want
Gurley?
Devontae Adams. I want this. I'm like,
What about Todd Gurley?
no, I don't want Todd Gurley.
Well, you wanted Jones or
Do you know-
I
Do you
wanted
who
either.
I want?
Yeah, I wanted either Jones or
I would have seriously thought Connor. For real.
No, I
would not
want
have-
Connor.
So it's not running backs. It's like, I just want one guy then.
Do you know who you want?
Because
though?
I named
You know
all
who
my
you
running
really
backs
want?
other than Aaron Jones.
You want Melvin Gordon. That's who you want.
He's on the
a
wire.
free agent, yeah.
He's on the wire, man.
I know, I did see that the
He
other
actually
day.
did pretty good.
So back to the game though. Even though Lamar didn't do that well, everyone else filled in nicely. Aaron Jones with 17, Connor with almost 13, Michael Thomas finally showed up this season,
Yeah,
just under
geez.
20, Calvin Ridley 14, Darren Waller. Thank you, Darren Waller, because Travis Kelce went off for 26, almost 27 points, and I was only up by like 20 or so points anyway. So Darren Waller showed up with, he actually scored the most for me this week. Antonio Gibson again with a solid week. Steelers defense. It was, everyone really, played a part this week for my
Yeah.
team, and I really appreciate them coming together as a team.
Deontay Johnson on your bench too. He did.
Yeah.
He had a good game.
Yep, that's true too.
The crazy thing about Luke, he's so stacked, but like, dude, Miles Sanders banged up, Juju's banged up now, Julio's banged up, McCaffrey's still out. He's gonna miss this week. Eckler might be coming back. It's just like he's got Mostert still on a IR. It's like, dang, he's got a lot of guys injured.
Yeah,
It's like you never know. Like it's just kind of crazy.
but I feel like these guys are going to be back in time. Like Christian
Be
McCaffrey.
back in time. Yes,
I was
yes,
thinking the same thing.
yes.
Christian McCaffrey is kind of maybe going to be back, maybe not this week.
But that's the
that
thing.
doesn't matter because
Does-
he'll probably be back by the playoffs.
But that's the thing. Do they sit him now? If they're out of playoff contention and not going to get a wild card spot, do they rest McCaffrey rest of the year and
Yeah, I
let
don't
him
know.
get
Yes.
healthy?
I don't know
That
what
is
that-
exactly
You
what
never
do.
know,
You
dude.
never know.
That's the crazy thing.
They're out of playoff contention. So even if Eckler comes back, do they play him? Don't know.
I don't know.
So yeah, that's another thing to look at it there, Luke, is if you guys do come back, they might just keep them out for the whole season if they're out of playoff contention because they don't want to get them hurt again.
I mean, the scary thing when you look at Luke's team is still Kelsey and Metcalf. Those two are just. I mean, for Metcalf to go for 13, I feel like he got lucky because there was a couple catches he could have had for a touchdown. He could have had way more than 13, but
Sweet.
it's crazy. But we'll go to my game, the freaking closest game. So let's check this out. I'm gonna go and dive right into Matt's team. Matt picks up Kirk Cousins, and Cousins goes off. I'm like, what
Unheard
the
of.
frick?
Unheard
Because he
of.
had Burrow starting.
I'm surprised he didn't go with Burrow.
Yeah.
And that was a huge play.
Yeah, I'm like, oh
job,
my
Matt.
gosh.
It's like Matt knew.
So look,
Good job, Matt. You
Burrow.
lost.
that
all of
Burrow
his
would
players
get
going double
injured.
digits besides Kareem
like he
Hunt.
knew.
He has a good defense. He had Cooks. He had Goddard do really good this week. Boyd gets hurt now because he's not hurt. It hurts him now that Burrow's not his quarterback. It's just kind of rough. But man, what a play, Matt. I'll give it to you. Playing Kirk Cousins, that is some balls.
Way to
man.
lose, Matt. That's just
That is some
good.
balls.
Way to
man.
lose playing Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, jeez.
Oh,
So-
shoot. We forgot the award in the last
Come on,
game.
Ryan. Where are
Sorry.
you at?
Come on, Ryan.
It's
What was
the,
it?
It's the I see you, ba. This one goes to myself for being Luke because my team sucks and Luke's is pretty good. So
Because my team
fig-
sucks.
figured that was a pretty good upset. Anyway, back to yours.
Back to mine. We'll jump right into my side. Frickin' Keenan Allen goes off for 16 receptions. Absolutely dominates. Herbert, man, dude, were you expecting Herbert to be this good in the NFL?
No,
Yeah. Mm-mm.
he also
Henry,
played the Jets.
yeah, but still,
Anybody-
he's been doing
anybody's a
good
star
against
against the Jets.
against a couple of good teams. He
Yeah.
did good against the Saints. I was just like, geez, man. Let's talk about some downers. Crowder, you suck. 2.6 points. Dolphins defense, what the frick?
That's hilarious because I've been talking
Negative
about
one.
the Dolphins the whole entire season.
got you
and
negative
Garrison
one?
plays
They got me
so-
-1.
Well, I'm in the same boat pretty much. The Ravens defense got me zero
Yeah.
points.
But yeah, you could have literally played. You could have not played a defense and
And still would have won by like 60 points.
Let's
Let
just
me-
rub it in.
Let me.
Keaton, do you hear that?
Keep rubbing it in.
So
Like 60.
So let's
60
go
points.
right into Taysom Hill. I don't pick up Taysom Hill, I lose this week for sure.
Yeah,
That
it's
was a
unfortunate.
huge pickup. Holy crap.
Well, you got lucky because you were able to put him in the tight end spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
And now you can't anymore.
Now I can't. So
Yep.
I'm dropping him. But
Garrison won an award for this week. He got
What?
the spinal. Yes, Gary, you won an award. You got
Yeah.
the spinal award. It goes to Keenan Allen on your team. 22.44% of your points.
22.44.
Yep.
you know what we should do at the end of the year? We need to count up whoever won the most awards this year.
And give him an award.
Give him a nice, a nice pat on the back.
That's what I
for the
thought.
most
That's what I
awards.
thought you were gonna say. We should count up who got the most awards, and they get the most awards.
I say we make
I
it.
like
I
it.
say we
That's
make it
hilarious.
fair, and whoever got the least amount of awards, we give them an award for that.
Yeah, we give
Make
him
them feel better.
We'll give
That
him a
sounds
toilet
pretty
award.
stupid.
Saying,
Yeah,
you
I
suck.
agree with Keith. That's stupid.
That's the dumbest
I'm
idea I've ever heard of.
I'm here to help people out. They didn't get to hear their name out that much. Let's give them an award for it.
Nah,
I don't like that.
kick them while they're down.
That's I like that. There's no
Kick
participation.
him in the face while they're down.
There's no participation trophies. This isn't Little League, y'all.
Yeah, there's no crying in baseball, Ryan.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So overall, this week I went 1 for 4. Garrison went 3 for 4. Extended his lead. It's pretty much out of reach at this point. I'm 19 of 44. Garrison's 25 for 44. The only game I think I got right was
you?
yours.
Oh, my game.
I didn't pick myself to win. No.
No.
Gosh.
You won, you ding dong.
I know I won, but I didn't
You
pick myself to
Ding
win.
dong.
You don't always pick yourself to win.
No.
I always
I'm
pick
not
myself to win.
Garrison.
Well, maybe that's why he's beating you.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, that's got to be
actually.
it.
No.
Yep.
All right. Let's jump right in to week 12.
Whoa. Let's
Whoa.
talk about the standings. Cause
Oh,
they're
okay.
getting,
Yeah, that's huge.
They're getting tight.
getting kind of tight.
There's a 3-way tie. Garrison, myself, and Keith. Wow.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm still in it?
Yeah,
Yes.
Keith.
You're in the playoffs
You're in the
technically at
playoffs.
this point.
Playoffs?
So-
You kidding me? I just hope we can win a game.
Holding down the 6th spot is Garrison.
Woo! I'm in playoff contention, guys.
Shut up, Gary.
Hey, Garrett, shut up. We want to continue.
His total points for should add up to 1,323.24 points. Keaton, you will be in 5th at this point with 1,348.4 points.
Dang.
And then I will be in 4th at 1,429.24 points. Now, this is where things can get interesting. If any one of us lose next week and Matt wins, He has more points than all three of us together at this point. He's at
Combined. No, I'm kidding.
He has 12,000 points.
He's at 1,432.72. So there's a lot to be. Yeah, I mean, if Matt catches up to a game to us, and then what's the points for next week? I mean, this is moving. Constantly.
Here's the thing though, Keith. If Matt loses next week, and like you are right, because you and Ryan play each other. If one of you loses, you're still in playoff contention because Matt lost.
Which is a great thing.
You're
crazy
still in
you
playoff
guys.
contention even if you do lose and Matt wins, because Matt's tied now.
No.
Yes, you're still in contention. Yes.
Oh, you're still in contention, but
Yeah.
you're not in the playoff bracket.
Yeah, and
That's what I meant.
and it depends on the points for too.
Exactly.
So there's a lot
But
that can move and shake around. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
So Matt's technically in 7th place right now, but he has the most points out of all of us. So that's
Like, that's some bad luck.
That is
Yeah.
scary.
And then towards the top of the standings here, Luke had the lead for the whole entire season, but now Marcus in that same division overtook him.
Mm-hmm.
So Marcus tied because I beat Luke. Marcus won. They moved to the same record. Now Marcus has the tiebreaker, 1,487 points and 92.92, and Luke's at 1,474.96.
Yeah. So if you're looking at the playoff bracket, Dez is number 1, Marcus is 2, Luke's 3 right now.
But the playoff bracket, yes, it depends. Each
But
divisional
I mean, it's
winner
definitely
gets
not
the bye.
Yeah, exactly.
So Luke, you're not in a terrible spot.
Luke,
You're
it's
still
not over. It's not over for Luke at all.
No, Luke is still the leader of our division, so he's still getting first round bye technically. Oh no,
Marcus is.
You are. You pretty much clinched it.
Yeah, so I
pretty much
clinched.
it.
Yeah. So
You're always,
win
you're
versus
always
Keaton.
clinching something, Dez.
He doesn't have to worry anymore, which is so nice because especially
Because
like
I'm so stressed.
because I am because
I
when it
think-
comes down to me, you and Ryan, it's like, geez,
Yeah,
we're
watch
all
out,
there.
Garrett.
all
Garrett,
three of
watch
us,
out.
it's pretty interesting.
I'm just gonna
We're
sit.
4,
I'm gonna
5,
sit my
6.
players and keep them healthy.
Okay, that's fantasy.
No,
That's not how it
this
works.
is what's gonna happen, Keith. Garrison, do you want some of my good players? Then you trade them back before the trade deadline. And then,
Screw that! I'm fighting for a playoff contention.
That
man.
sounds just like Dez.
I'm fighting for a playoff.
No, that's what I'm
spot.
saying. He's going to give you good players, and then you
Right.
have to trade them back
Ryan,
before the
he learned
playoffs.
how to copy my voice really well.
Dang.
trade deadlines Friday.
It's like Ryan and I are like he's like the brother I never had.
Okay. Get off
Shots
the podcast.
fired.
Okay.
Leave now. Security,
get him.
Carry.
Or should I say Ryan's like the older brother I never had?
Okay.
That's better.
That's better.
I don't like it.
You're not older than him. Why does
I
it
know.
matter?
I'm younger.
I know. I want to be older.
My whole life I've wanted to be older.
Screw you, Dez. Get off the show.
You were 18 months too late.
All right. We're jumping right into week 12, you sick perv.
Waiver wire, real quick.
Oh my gosh, Ryan keeps cutting me off.
Well, because you keep jumping in predictions.
Well, do your thing.
I'm the
Mother
driver.
of Pearl.
Baby driver?
That's
Yeah,
a good move.
you wish.
Yeah,
Being
that's
a
a good
backseat
move.
driver.
I just want to bring up a couple defenses. Browns versus the Jaguars this week. That's a good matchup. Rams versus the Niners. That's a good matchup. San Fran's offense is trash. Couple players for the Dolphins. Devontae Parker.
Parker.
Dang, I might sound like New York right now.
Peter
Yeah,
Parker.
that was horrible.
Yeah,
right?
that was
New York.
probably one of the worst.
New York right
Where's
now.
Greg?
I sound like New York right now.
Where's Greg?
Dad?
So another person I wanted to bring up, Melvin Gordon. Matt cuts him.
But why though?
Jeez. He had a solid game, 18 points. But
Well,
yeah, if you're
Matt
looking
has
for a
3
running back,
quarterbacks. He needs to get.
I know.
Yeah, get rid of
Burrow's
get rid of
gotta be
Burrow.
gone.
Yeah,
Burrow's gone.
Burrow's gone for sure.
By the way, shout out to you for finally getting rid of AJ Green.
Yeah, jeez. I've been telling him to do that for weeks.
Yeah, I got Gare over here. He's like, hey, you need to drop AJ Green.
I'm like, dude, just do it. He's literally doing nothing for your team.
and I'm like, okay, yeah.
So-
I just decided to do it one day.
So yeah, Devontae Parker, Melvin Gordon, Hunter Henry, those are pretty solid guys if you're looking for a tight end. Keaton.
And then one last one for me. Whoever starts for the Ravens at running back, because both J.K. Dobbins and
Mark
Ingram are out because
Yeah,
of
it's going to be
COVID.
Gus Edwards.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll make sure to pick him up before you do.
Okay. I think I'm the first pick though. So I'm
is
sorry.
it you or Nick?
No, it's me. I haven't
Oh, it
picked.
is?
I haven't picked anyone up on the waiver for like weeks on weeks.
Yeah, let's talk
Really?
about that. If we're doing the whole 5 trades thing, let's talk about doing Fab next year.
What's that?
Fab.
Yeah, what is that?
It's where you bid on guys every week instead of waiver wire. So if you get $200 a year for the whole year, and then once you hit $0, you can't pick up anyone else anymore.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well,
So-
that'd be double bad
Why?
because you can't trade and then you run out of.
No.
waiver wire.
That's why you have to
Let's
manage
just
your money.
Screw each other.
That's why you have to manage your money, just like you have to manage the trades, right?
You want to do that?
Actually,
I do it in my other league, and I still have a lot of money left. You got to make sure you're picking up the right guys.
So why didn't you like our other idea then?
I'm fine. If you want to do 10, let's do that. But I would you at least consider doing Fab then?
I mean, I don't care. I'm down to just mix it up.
I don't care.
I'll show you how to do it.
I'll
It's super.
do it.
I don't care how to do it. I'll show you how to do it. It's super simple, but it just makes it so people aren't trading it. Like if it bugs you guys that I'm not picking up so many people every week, or I'm not trading as much, then let's do it. I'm fine with Fab because you bid on the guy. If like let's say someone dropped like a really good guy, everyone's gonna bid really high on that guy to try to get him, and whoever has the highest bid gets him. Instead of well, it looks like Ryan hasn't picked anyone up in 6 weeks. He's just gonna get him. You know. So I think that's a little more fair, don't you think? Highest bidder
down,
wins, right?
I'm down with whatever. I say we all sit down with
Are
the
you
team.
mad at me for not picking up players?
No.
We just
I'm
sit
just
down with all
saying.
the team.
Yeah, we'll sit
People-
down with everyone and we'll talk about it in 6 months.
Yep. And
Yeah,
then
right. It's going to be before 6 months guaranteed with
Garrett, right when the
Garrison.
season ends. All right, so here's the.
All right,
here's-
so everyone come over to Keehan's. We're talking.
It's gonna be
We're going to have the draft tonight.
it's gonna be early April that Garrett's gonna start talking about this stuff.
Probably before that, to be honest.
Fantasy, I mean, it's not just fantasy, it's football that I crave. And Ryan's the same way. Ryan loves football.
Yeah.
The American sport, the greatest sport.
It's
Football.
the world sport.
So,
American football,
hey,
not
we'll
soccer.
talk about this in the offseason, but we have a couple things to talk about, all of us.
Put
I
that
got-
on the agenda.
Oh, I've got a little bit
I got
more.
more than a couple.
Shut up.
Keegan, take notes. Take notes. in
I've
the
even
booth.
I've even talked to Des about adding another roster spot or adding more what do you call it, bench players.
I think we need to add 2 more guys to the league.
That would be-
Whoa,
yeah, that'd be
expansion
cool.
teams.
That would be
If
cool.
we do 10, it only gets more competitive and not everybody's stacked.
True.
Everybody's
But
got
we'd have to
pretty
really
good players.
we'd have to talk about
In
that.
an 8-man.
So we have a ton of things to talk about in the offseason. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of crazy.
Can't wait.
2021's a new year.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Let's
love
get
that
to
one.
these freaking.
Yeah, let's get to these
Ryan.
predictions, Ryan. Gosh.
And everyone, shut up.
Everyone, shut up while I do this.
Let's go with the man of the hour in the studio, Des. Oh,
right,
hi,
here we
Mark
go.
versus Marcus.
Dude,
Team
this
King
is
Chimera.
2 juggernauts going at it right here.
Ooh, juggernauts.
Yeah, they're the 2 top teams.
They are. Garrison, how about you lead us away? Give me your thoughts here.
All right,
See
here
if
we
you
go.
change
You
my
ready?
mind.
Are you ready, Ryan?
I'm strapped in.
Are you ready? I am taking Dez in this game.
Wow.
Big shocker.
Wow. When have you not taken Des?
You hear that, Marcus? I'm coming for you again.
It's I think it's gonna be dude. This is gonna be a good game. I'm excited to watch this one.
I think we're gonna see a repeat of me versus Keegan.
Whoa.
We're gonna see another
That's
repeat of
that's
that.
some big words
That
there,
is.
Des.
Wait, what do you mean a repeat?
Yikes.
I'm
He thinks he's gonna blow
I'm
him
gonna
out.
blow out Marcus.
Group chat is going to be hot.
Oh yeah,
this
very
week.
hot this week. Whoa,
Marcus,
Marcus, you're getting blown out.
when you watch this, don't be afraid to call me.
Oh.
He's going to.
Yeah,
Okay.
he will.
No, he
Des.
won't call me. He'll just put on blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
That's fine. Put it in the
Fine.
group
Do
message.
it.
Do
That's
it, I
fine.
dare you.
Do it. Ryan, who you taking?
I'm looking at the matchups here, and it definitely leans towards Des. Aaron Rodgers against the Bears. Zeke, I know they have a good front in Washington, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire against Tampa Bay, that is tough. But again, CEH also receives a lot. He's not so much, between the tackles a lot of time. Scary Terry up against the Dallas. They suck. Devontae Adams against the Bears. Those are all good matchups. And I look across, and Brady has to go against the Chiefs defense. Kamara, I think, will be as normal. I think he'll get his normal points. Mike Davis is still the starting running back for Minnesota, but they have a good front.
Totally forgot about this big thing. Adam Thielen.
Yeah, Thielen's out too. I was
is
going
out.
to get to that.
He actually went on the
COVID.
COVID list.
So that sucks.
Yeah.
I think Robert Woods will have a good game. They're not very deep at DBs for the 49ers. I just think the roster and the matchups, I don't think it's going to be – I'm not going to go with Dez here and say it's going to be a blowout. No
I
way.
don't think it either. Because look what the Rams just did to Tampa Bay. Imagine what Tyreek Hill is going to get now.
Yeah.
That's scary. I'm still not loving Tom Brady's matchup. I don't like Johnny Smith's matchup against a good Indy defense. Maybe Marcus switches it up. I have no clue what he's thinking. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I actually had Marcus down here, and then again, it's one of those things when we get on the air, and then I changed my mind, and then I regret it, obviously.
And then I go 0
week
for
I did
4.
it. I think last week I did that, and I went 1 for 4.
It's like going back
All
and
right,
changing your
I'm
answers on
definitely
a
gonna
test
save
and
this
you
one
get it
for
wrong.
last. I'm gonna definitely save this game for last right here. But
Lash.
I'm gonna save this game for Lash. But we're gonna jump right into Matt versus Luke.
What game are you saving for last?
Whoa! Don't tell him.
I'm not telling you.
Yep.
Why'd you even
can't-
bring it up?
I was showing Ryan.
He's giving a little teaser.
Oh,
He's giving a little teaser.
you're showing Ryan.
Yeah. You'll like it that I saved it.
Wait. And then Des, who do you got in your
Yeah,
own
who do
game?
you got?
Let me guess.
Look,
Look, I'm blowing out
Wait,
Marcus.
we already got it.
it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta pick myself because
you gotta-
I'm feeling
gotta bring
great.
it. Yeah.
I got CEH and I got Adams. I think it's gonna be a real good
I
one.
think it's gonna be my.
That's right. I love NSYNC. How did you know that?
All right, so we'll go right into Matt versus Luke. Who do you got in this one, Ryan?
Oh, this one. Ooh, let me just walk us through it here. Kirk Cousins, I'm not sure he'll have another great game like that. Nick Chubb, great matchup, and Kareem Hunt against Jacksonville, but it's like two of them. Gosh, Matt, you're an idiot for
They've
that trade, by
strived
the way.
in the backfield together before.
I'd way rather
I don't
have.
like it.
I'd way rather have Derrick Henry and one of those dudes. Cooper Kupp against San Fran, I think he'll have a good day. Tyler Boyd against the Giants, he'll probably have a good day.
But who's their starting quarterback now? That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what's really scaring me because no, it's Josh Allen. Oh, you're talking about
No, I'm talking
Cincinnati.
about- I'm talking about Boyd. Yeah, who's their
I forgot
quarterback
about
now?
that. Yep, that hurts his chances. Josh Allen's going to come back, so I forgot about that. So that's gonna
Houston
help.
versus Detroit. Detroit's not a very good defense. I could see Brandon Cooks having a good day. But at the same time, Luke's just got too many good guys on his team. He's got Kelsey. He's got Metcalf. Eckler potentially coming back. Watson going up against Detroit. I mean, he's got some solid guys. So I'm taking Luke in this game.
He's really hurting at running back.
He is really hurting. But like I said, Eckler may be coming back. McCaffrey's definitely out this week. But yeah, I mean, if Sanders can play good and he has Eckler coming back, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I initially had Matt,
You're taking Luke?
but I am going to take Luke
'Kay.
after some of those things we discussed, especially Tyler Boyd and
Yeah. He's got to pick up a quarterback. I don't think Cousins is going to do good.
no, his
And-
quarterback is Josh
what?
Allen.
Oh yeah, he was on a bye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah. Sorry, Matt.
But I think Luke does survive with the rest of his roster. I know his two running backs are not very good, but
So if we look back at the previous matchup between Matt and Luke, Luke won 188.06 to 116.42.
Yep.
He absolutely killed Matt in week 5.
Which has
Probably got the
nothing-
award.
Which has nothing to do with what's going to happen this week.
That's
but-
true.
But
it has everything.
But it has everything to do with anything.
Stop.
I'm just saying the last time they played. That's all I'm saying.
No, stop.
No, don't you ever bring that up again. No, I'm just letting the viewers know that Matt got killed.
Des, who do you got in that matchup?
I'm gonna take Luke, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be like that week 5 matchup.
You think it's gonna be a little bit closer?
I think it's gonna be a lot closer.
188 to 122.
I definitely think that it's gonna probably at most be within 15 points.
Okay,
Dang.
nice. Giving Matt some props there. He'll
Yeah,
probably
so-
love you in the group chat.
Yeah, so I took Luke in that one.
I mean, Josh Allen's scary.
He
I mean,
is.
he's
He
put up
is.
some 40-point games this season already.
Yeah.
That is incredibly scary to have a quarterback do that.
Here we go. I love this one. I saved it for last.
No,
What?
We got
we
one
have
more.
yours. We haven't talked about you yet, which is surprising because usually.
Yeah, how'd you
about
even
yourself.
forget?
Wow, I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm sorry, myself.
All right, so I'm going to win. Now let's go to the last game. No, I'm kidding. So, oh gosh, that scares me. Carolina has a horrible run defense. and Dalvin Cook. He could go off for like 40.
Dalvin Cook.
Oh my gosh, I don't like that.
He has killed me.
Kyler Murray
previously.
has a good matchup against New England, who hasn't been playing that well.
Lockett versus Philly.
Oh gosh, Lockett.
That's a
And
great.
Nick has been
that is
just-
a great matchup.
Did Nick lose?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
lost.
Nick
Oh,
lost.
Nick.
Yeah.
So is he out completely?
No.
He's got
Nick's
to
not
win
He's
out.
got to win out,
He has to win out.
and he also has to
I thought he couldn't
break
lose.
the tiebreaker.
No. He can't lose now.
Now he can't.
He's
Yeah,
got
but
to
he
win
has
these
to.
last
He
two
has
games.
to win these last two games and have people lose.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, the odds are stacked against him, but I mean he
Yeah.
could do it.
he could do it.
He could potentially do it.
The fact that he's in it for this long after starting 0-7 is a miracle.
Yeah,
That is a miracle.
That's awesome.
I mean, I've never seen anybody start 0-7 like that.
So we'll jump to my side now. What I just talked about Nick's.
I talked about Nick for 2 seconds.
Okay.
And now I'm going to talk about myself for an hour.
So I got Dolphins defense playing the Jets. I feel really good about that one. Keenan Allen and Herbert playing Buffalo. Feel good about that. Only thing I'm maybe a little nervous about is Henry playing the Colts. They've got a good rush defense over there. Last time he played them, he only ended up with about 12 points, so you never know what could happen there. Really, really hoping that Swift can play on Thursday. That would absolutely be huge. I really hope he can.
Huge.
Huge. But last time me and Nick met in fantasy, I won 109.24.
That was your first win.
100.72. That was my first win back in week 5.
Dude, that's just 2 points.
Yeah.
That's-
That was the week where he's like, doesn't matter how much you win by. If you win, you win.
Exactly. There's no such thing as an ugly win. Bruce Arians.
That's true.
So who are you going with?
I'm going with myself.
Kind of knew that.
Who are you going with?
Yeah, with all that, I think this one's going to be close. It could be less than 2 points this time.
It could be 0.05
Okay,
points.
why don't we all calm down?
It could be
I'm already stressed out.
half a point. You never know.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Garrison in this one. I think he just has a little bit better of a roster that's been performing. The J.D. McKissick worries me. Hollywood Brown against Pittsburgh worries me. He had 0 points last week, and now he's going up against one of the best defenses. Gronk against Kansas City. That's not good. So I'm going to go with Garrison as well.
Who are you going with?
I definitely agree. I think that the way things are looking for Gare, I think that he's going to win this week and
next week against me.
and he's not going to win next week.
Oh,
You're definitely
man.
going to lose next week.
I really hope I beat you.
Just
next year.
remember that.
Yeah.
I'm saying that right now.
Didn't I beat you already this year?
I don't think he does.
That's just one game.
I feel like I did.
Garrett's like, if one thing happens, that's
can
how
we-
it's going to be.
Can we fact check that? Did Gare beat me or did I beat him this week or this year?
This week.
Or did I beat him this week? I don't
can't
know.
remember.
We got a freaking smart baby driver over there driving us on the ground. Maybe he could tell you.
All right, so here we go. All the money goes into this game, Keat.
Are you betting?
Ryan versus Keaton.
I heard Keith say if I win, he won't make me pay rent next month.
You wish.
I will take that bet.
If you win, you're paying more rent.
Ooh.
All your winnings goes to rent.
But only $1 more. Just $1
yeah,
more.
exactly.
Give me $1.
Well-
I got you $1.
I got you. Ooh.
I love that one.
You gonna?
That's great. That's a great
You gonna
commercial.
give us a little bit more of a preview here of this?
Yeah, I'm.
I mean, you saved it for last, and now
Yeah.
do you not have
I've
anything?
been waiting for it.
Here we go. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been waiting all day.
So, this might be a shocker, but I already know who I'm taking. Who are you taking, Ryan?
You gotta say yours.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you got us all amped up for this
Okay,
last
let's
game.
do it. Okay. I'm going to go on to Ryan's side first. Lamar Jackson against Pittsburgh. Not loving it at all. Aaron Jones against Chicago. They've got a pretty stout defense over there. James Conner against a good Baltimore defense who's actually been kind of struggling a little bit, but I think it's more towards like their offense can't really stay on the field a whole lot. Michael Thomas against Denver. I'm not saying that's a horrible matchup, but it's not the greatest matchup.
But it's terrible.
But it's the worst I've ever seen. The guy that's really going to go off for you, Ryan, is Waller. I really think he's going to have a good week against Atlanta. They're one of the worst defenses at covering tight ends. I think he could have a really good game. Let's switch over to Keaton. James Robinson against Cleveland. Their defense isn't really that good. I believe that Robinson can run against them. If Carson does end up playing this week, are you going to play him over Hines?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so,
yeah.
well, let me, yeah. Shut up.
Let me get back to you on that one.
I don't know who Keaton's planning on starting, Mahomes or Wilson. I have no clue.
Doesn't matter.
But they're going to end up with good points no matter who he plays. Will Fuller has a good matchup against Detroit. DeAndre Hopkins, no matter what he does, he always ends up with pretty solid points, double digits.
I don't know about that.
He ended last week with 10. Still not great, but still double digits. But I am taking Keaton in this one.
Wow. Ryan, you pissed?
No, let me tell you why.
Let me tell you why.
No.
Because I'm taking you.
Let me tell you what's going on here. I still have Stephon Diggs on my bench.
Mm-hmm.
I still got Todd Gurley on my bench because they were out last week. One was were they both buys? No, I just didn't play Todd Gurley because I thought Gibson was a better matchup. Anyway, Stephon Diggs was on a buy. The other thing is Lamar Jackson may not be my starting quarterback this week.
What?
Never know. You never know.
Whoa.
And then Keat with 2 Cardinal wide receivers going at the same time. If Hines is still in there.
I also might put Cooper in.
You might put Cooper in.
Might put Cooper in, might take Hurst out, might take Hines out, and there's a lot going into this.
And with all this being said, I am taking Keaton in this one.
Really?
Whoa.
Ryan,
What are you
you're just a
saying,
swell
Des?
guy.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's going to be real tough. Ryan's kind of he's on a hot streak. He
One
wants,
game.
He wants
One
to
win.
win.
He's 1-5 in the last 5
He's
weeks.
on a hot streak. He's 1-5 over the last 6.
He wants to win. The desire is there. Keaton comes off a devastating loss.
Oh my
last week.
gosh.
Keeps referring back to this game.
Just a devastating loss to me.
If you lose next week, it's going to look really bad on you. You know that?
Is it though?
You're talking a
He's
lot
only
of
on
trash.
Here, he's only on here once a year, so it doesn't matter.
Let him talk his smack.
Yeah,
we'll
let
beat
him.
him up after the show.
Okay.
That's why we have him on the show.
But yeah, I'm taking Keaton. I think he's gonna do it.
But
what would you say?
I am taking Ryan though.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Ryan on this one.
I like it.
Yeah. Thank you, man. You trust me more than I trust myself. Dang. Well, that's our week 12 predictions. Now we have Des on here. Did you want to say something to the league? Anyone to the fans of Just Two Beardos? All 12 of them?
All 12 of them.
You 12 people that follow this podcast, you are the reason why we do this. You're incredible.
Thank you.
Wow.
And you know what? I haven't had this much fun since the bachelor party, which was just this past weekend.
Yeah. Hey. That was a lot of fun.
That was
legit.
crazy.
That cabin was awesome.
Yeah, we can't we can't talk about it though.
Oh yeah, Gina's here. We can't talk about it. I forgot.
I mean, well, after watching that abducted in plain sight, man.
Oh,
I lost my mind.
Yeah, and after that strip club, that was insane.
Gina, you hear that?
All those ones that Marvin had. We definitely used them all.
Pete's Topless Bar. I'm giving you a shout out to sponsor this video.
That's our first strip club
Sponsor this
endorsement
video.
there.
Pine Top, Arizona.
I love it. All right.
Get us out of here.
Des, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yes, thank you.
It was a pleasure. It was great.
It was a
to be
good
here.
time. Keaton, I love you. We are Just Two Beardos, and we are signing off.
Hate you, Keaton.